What type of dance would you do?
I just make it up as I go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this.
That was the best answer.
Yeah.
I would do a little bit of.
Yeah.
I would just do this for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The deep dab.
A little bit of. Yeah. Or I was doing it the wrong way.
The
the
dice
deep
roll.
dab. The deep dab. That's when you
roll.
gotta stretch all the way down to your knees. That's the deep dab. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our universe.
The CayVin Universe.
Oh, yes, we're your host. I'm Vinny.
And I'm Caylin.
Thank you so much for joining us. Whether you're new to the show or you're one of the very few that is, watching us, actually watching us. You know what? Let's go ahead and get into that right away. Normally we'll set up what we have going on in tonight's show, but let's just get into that. There's too many fucking podcasts out there, aren't there?
Yeah.
Obviously we're doing this because we love podcasting. We watch podcasts like we watch TV.
Yeah,
But
literally.
holy shit. If you have one podcast and it's successful, maybe just leave it there. Just leave it there. You want to have another podcast with a friend, you two are good together.
Acceptable.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
But shit, there are people out there with 3, 4, 5 podcasts. It's like, damn, at what point does it become greed? At what point do you most of these comedians and stuff, whatever, from like Hollywood, and it's like, at what point do they become the thing that they like hate about Hollywood? At what point do they become like, they are like, screw Hollywood, like they don't let me be in, I go to auditions, I never get anywhere, they don't let me be in movies, TV shows, whatever, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make all my money from podcasting, and then have all these different shows. But then when somebody that's actually doing it for like the passion and want to be involved in podcasting,
us.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh no, let's push those people out now. It's like, you're exactly the same spot that you're talking about Hollywood. You're creating that spot for podcasters,
exactly.
Legit podcasters, and that's and obviously like I said, we watch podcasts, we love podcasts. So I'm not talking about if you would consider yourself, if you say, yep, I'm a legit podcaster, then I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm talking about those people out there that literally just create shows because they know people are going to watch and they're going to make money. Yeah, we live in a capitalist society. That's all good. And, I'm not hating on that. Make your money, do that. But it's like, shit.
Yeah.
Don't
save some room for the rest of us.
Yeah, don't exactly push thumb down. And that's another thing, that basically, I guess this is my point, is it's like, every podcaster that I've listened to and stuff, it's always like, oh yeah, create a podcast. Everyone should have podcasts. We all help each other. We'd be on each other's show and shit.
Yeah.
I've contacted like every fucking podcaster out there.
Major
one
ones.
reply back. So like I said, it's like the whole restaurant thing. It's like, oh, you have to have experience to work here. It's like, well, how do I get experience? Oh, you have to work here.
I used to hate that when I first started looking for a job. I wanted to be a server, and that's exactly what it was. You had to have serving experience. Like,
exactly.
what?
These people aren't going to DM you back unless or even the producers aren't going to email you back until you're a legit podcaster. But how do you become a legit podcaster? Well, there's experience, there's time, which I don't, that's another thing. We're not complaining about the grind. We're obviously in the grind now. We're not complaining about that. But then it just gets to the point where it's like, like I said, it's kind of ironic.
Yeah. And it's like, when you see those things happening that it makes you like, it just burns you up inside. Yeah,
exactly. So it's like, oh, how do I get these people on your show? Where you need to, have a bigger show. Well, how do I have a bigger show? Oh, you got to get these people on your show. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
That was my rant. And,
rant over.
Maybe I'm just angry today because, we weren't even supposed to record today. We were supposed to record yesterday.
Yeah.
And, why don't you just go ahead and tell them what happened?
Hold on. I needed a drink. So, Vinny put me in charge to basically like, what would you call it?
Click a button?
Yeah, click a button.
So you were in charge. I gave you the keyboard and the mouse.
Yeah, I was in charge of the keyboard and mouse yesterday.
A job that some people probably get paid a great living to do.
Yeah.
Press buttons.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I forgot to press record. And we went on talking for about like 15-20 minutes, I think.
You forgot to press a button.
Yeah, I forgot to press the record button. And I had one job. And yeah.
Yep. And you would have been fired on day one.
Yeah, literally.
If you were a producer, we hired you. Would have been fired
really
on day
bad.
one. So I was pretty upset.
I admit I fucked up. I felt really bad.
Yeah, I hit
still
record.
do.
I hit record on the cameras. That was my thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then 51 episodes of me hitting record on that as well, and hitting record on both. I never missed it.
Yeah.
I never missed the record button.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is I want you to get a post-it note. I want you to write "I hate me" and I want you to put it on your forehead.
I hate me.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I will.
No.
I have my little post-its here.
Yeah. So I was angry yesterday. I'm
Yeah.
still mad at you, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause,
Everyone deserves a second chance in production. This is my second chance. I got really happy, by the way, before we did this.
Why?
Before we started recording.
Because I originally said I was gonna do the show on my own.
Yeah. And then yeah. And then you're like, here's the keyboard and the mouse. You can try again. I was like, oh really?
Yep. I already have a name picked out, to replace CayVin.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I would
So
never
terrible.
do that. I would never do that. But yeah, so we have the camera version of that. The audio is just gonna be shit. So we'll
Yeah.
probably release that one day.
Nobody
on
wants to see
something
the camera
somewhere.
version right now.
Yeah, exactly. We'll probably you'll see my rage at the end, how mad I get.
It was really bad.
So yeah, one day that'll be released somewhere. But for
Yeah.
now, let's move on. Let's go into some current events. What you got?
Nice. So current, but I mean, I guess it's a current event to us. We actually finished Cecil Hotel,
Yeah.
the crime scene Netflix series.
Yeah, leave Morbid alone.
Yeah, poor Morbid, man.
I thought that guy was innocent right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
He's just expressing himself.
He
Some people
just-
like to express themselves that way, and there's people like me out there that think it's cool when people express themselves that way. So that's all he was doing.
He had like his own like type of art, I guess you can say, dark art.
Yeah,
So he
and
was
they
into
think this
making
guy killed her.
music, and yeah, basically it was about like killing and murder and stuff.
So they think he killed Lisa Lamb.
The Elisa Lamb, yeah. So, and this poor guy, so he did a video of himself in the Cecil Hotel a year prior to the disappearance of Elisa Lamb, and people were literally like bashing him, saying he was there, he murdered her. Just because like he looks like a killer doesn't mean he is one.
Yeah.
Okay, and like these web sleuths that thought that they knew it all basically ruined his life. And honestly, I just felt bad for him, because he even says now, like, I can no longer do what I used to do because it's not the same.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
can't
like
make
he almost
music
took his
and
life. It's cyberbullying. You know,
Yeah.
it's real.
And then, of course, whenever, everyone found out that they were just idiots, and they're like, oh, we found this one little bit of detail, the time skips, but it doesn't skip, but it looks like it does. It's like, those idiots, you never hear them come out and say, oh, shit, I fucked up. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Like, they just hide and fucking jerk off in the corner.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, nobody ever came out to him and say, like, hey, dude, sorry, we all fucking
Yeah.
accused you
Nobody
and
said
made you
shit, and
want to
that's
kill
fucked
yourself.
up.
Yeah, it's fucked
Yeah.
up. Poor guy, man. Poor guy. Morbid.
Yeah.
You're more welcome
I
on
mean,
the pod anytime.
He's creepy looking, but
I don't think so. He's
yeah,
my people's, man.
Your
Leave my peoples alone, all
He
right?
creeped me
My
out
peoples.
yeah,
It's cool.
briefly. But then I felt bad for him when they showed him like in real, like his real
Yeah,
self.
because
I was
that's
like, oh
all
my God.
art. That's all
Yeah.
expressing yourself. It's just like,
That's when I
character in a
realized.
TV show, or like even
Yeah.
in wrestling, like Abaddon. She's all,
Oh,
face
Abaddon, yeah, with
paint,
her
spooking,
glass eye.
scary, and blood. But then they're just normal people.
Yeah,
Normal people. They don't go to sleep like that. Like,
exactly.
really?
Right. Just like constantly
You know?
like that. Just eating
Shaggy
a bowl
and
of
Violent
cereal
J
looking like that.
don't even go to sleep like that. Well, yeah, them I'm not so sure, because they never had not have their face paint on.
Yeah, I don't know.
4 strokes with him.
4 strokes with him.
What else you got? Pull up the slug over here. Pull up the slug, Ted Cruz. You know?
I know you're just itching to talk about that one.
Yeah. Well, before that, Cecil Hotel. It's kind of sucked that they just built all that. We forgot to say that. We were all talking about Morbid.
I know.
Yeah, because I'm honestly
that was the most interesting
That
part.
was the biggest thing. Yeah, because they built this up and then she killed herself.
Yeah, she did it to herself, basically.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoiler alert, but you
Just
should know.
spoiler alert. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this guy right here. Come look. That's a butt. He just got busted. That's I'm coming back. I'm here. Oh, I'm here, guys. God, look at this fucking Kevin Malone looking piece of shit. God, man. So what did this guy do? Why don't you tell him?
So Ted Cruz basically like
Texas state senator.
planned a trip in the middle of this last week, this whole weather crisis, snow blizzard bullshit. People were literally freezing in their homes. As far as I heard, like 20 people in Texas passed away from the cold. That's just like terrible. Like, how do you live with yourself? So this
exactly. If everyone can fly to Cancun, just go to Cancun. Why? What's the big deal?
This motherfucker takes a vacation, and then obviously feels real guilty. But the thing with me is the story kept changing. So first it was that the vacation was planned or something like that already, and then that he didn't have any power, so he thought, oh, let's just go on a beautiful vacation where it's warm, right? But then he threw his parents,
now you got me fucked up. His family, his daughters and his wife.
The bus. Yeah, so it's just like, and then they leaked like some alleged text messages. Did you see about that?
Yes.
Stating like that this was like a neighborhood thing, like, oh, we can go to Cancun, or there's a flight out to Bora Bora.
Fucking
like,
inviting him when you got a fucking arc for the whole state or what?
I know.
You know what
literally.
I mean?
How are you going to be that fucking selfish?
Yeah, exactly.
I just can't.
We'll save our 1%.
Right?
It's like this is the thing. You got fucking Hot Wheels over there, Greg Abbott, and then that this electric company, or
he's just in his fucking house, his yard. He's like, oh look, I'm here.
Look, I'm here. Look, see, this is my house. This is my house. I'm right here. There's no Cancun. God, look at that! Look at that sour fucking.
And
face.
not to mention, like, everybody is just failing us left and right, because not only is the senator doing this shit, but the governor, he has nothing set straight, and he's over here talking shit to this ERCOT or whatever the fuck it's called, saying that, of course, because they're the number one people to blame.
It's just they're all throwing each other under the bus.
Yeah, they were not prepared.
And they're all
for
fucked
this.
up. All of them fucked up. Yeah, fuck them all.
So Greg Abbott's like, oh, the CEO and everybody up top over there at ERCOT needs to resign. The governor, you allowed this to happen. The governor wasn't even all in the know of this ERCOT, which he should be, so technically it is his fault too. Like, we're supposed to count on these people.
Yeah, there's families, kids, pregnant women, I mean, all without power, busted pipes, no food, store shelves are empty. You got HEB over there and empty shelves, but then the partners over there on Facebook commenting that they're the fucking heroes, that they're the best on earth. I guess next time you see somebody that works at HEB, shake their hand, say thank you for your service, thank you for defeating ISIS, because that's how they think. They think they're fucking berserker Vikings on the front line. Yeah. But no, I love my HEB. I love you guys, but shit, tone it down a little bit. Okay?
Yeah, just a little bit. And this is coming from fellow HEB partners. Okay, we were once in those shoes.
Yeah, that company was nothing but good to me
too. Okay.
Yeah, that company was nothing but good to me. But
I didn't think I deserved an award or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just doing my job.
You just went to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
especially with the water boils in Corpus, I dealt with like
the water boils. Yeah. And then I did. We were both Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too.
We're Hurricane Harvey heroes.
But of course you go, oh, I stayed here the whole time. I want my medal.
Yeah.
You just went to work, guy. Calm down.
I know. Yeah.
Calm down. What you got, Kay?
Did you hear about the rover that landed on NASA finally?
Yeah, the Mars rover.
It's a 6-month journey to Mars. Okay, that's impressive.
It's gonna have a historic moment. Well, first of all, I saw last night. I actually saw the as it was landing in the surface of Mars, and like all the different steps. Like,
really?
It had a shell had to break off, and then it had a of course parachute deploy, and then the shell broke off, and then it actually had a crane drop, so it was coming down, and it actually had to like that's how it had to do the safe landing, because basically it was going at I think about 1,200 kilometers per hour.
Oh, wow.
As it was entering the surface of Mars. So you got to think it's got to go from 1,200 kilometers per hour to safely on the ground.
Yeah.
So they actually had to do multiple steps, like I said, the parachute and everything. But then the last step was actually as it was like I believe 20 meters or maybe a little bit more from the surface. It actually was another part attached. There was a crane that slowly dropped down the actual rover. So it's just like
impressive.
This technology that like is going into all of this now is just mind-boggling, you know. And then of course the whole point too is because you can't just there's no crash landing on Mars. There's no way to like drop down in the ocean or anything. So that's literally all this technology. Well, of course the rover got its own purpose, but that's exactly the type of technology we're going to need to actually safely land on Mars, because the rocket's going to have to come in at that speed, and then it's going to have to find a way to just like Iron Man it.
Yeah.
Just safety land.
And so how long is it going to be there?
The rover isn't going to be there 2 years or something?
2 Earth years, but 1 Mars.
1 year on Mars, which is
Mars,
about
which is like 2 here.
Maybe a little less. It's 500 something days.
So does that 2 years start when the rover leaves NASA to go to Mars, or does it start at landing?
Yeah, because they like another historic thing about it is the rover has a helicopter drone that is going to test space flight to see if it's even possible in Mars atmosphere. So that's another historic thing. So they even before the thing starts going to work, they gotta like wait a while and like make sure everything's good to go.
Wow.
And like seeing when I was watching the deal yesterday, like I said, and just seeing everybody's reaction, even like at certain pivotal moments, they were like, oh, you heard everyone like, oh, in the control room, like, oh, no, even the control room nowadays, like I remember back in the when I was a kid and stuff, that shit looked old, looked like just nothing but just a bunch of people in white shirts and computers. Now that shit looks all futuristic. It's so cool. Got like blue Star Trek lighting and shit in the control room, and they almost look like they're wearing freaking Star Trek type suits. So the future looks bright for space travel. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see, and then see everyone. Of course, when it touched down, everyone jumped up and clapping and hugging each other, or fist bumping each other because of COVID. Beautiful. And it's just beautiful moment, beautiful historic moment. And
speaking of beautiful, I caught these pictures from so these are some of the photos that the rover's already like sent back. Pretty interesting.
Pretty good high definition pics.
Yeah.
And it landed in or it's gonna test samples right under like the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even in Antarctica, they actually found. We got to look into this, but I'm sure. I mean, we'll look into this later on. It won't be on this episode, so check this out, people. Of course, credit to iflscience.com. They're always pretty good with the good science stories. But there was actually type of like microbial. What's the
microbial?
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm thinking of another word, but a life form found in like deep in the Antarctic ice here. Well, of course, here on Earth. And basically it's like they're saying it's like breaking all the rules because it like has no sunlight and like really nothing to survive off of, yet it's still living. So there's crazy shit about this world we don't even know, or over they're going to a jobber planet like Mars. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, right? Who knows what else is out there. Let's see. So they found, I was to say there, and they're found a mammoth tooth. Take a look at that sucker.
Whoa.
That's a big one.
Is that real?
Yeah, so that's an actual real sorry. A real mammoth tooth that has been found and is now named the oldest DNA sequence. Yeah, so apparently this mammoth that this tooth belonged to roamed in Siberia more than 1 million years ago.
And where was it at?
I believe did
they just find it on the floor?
No, I'm sure they found it on the floor somewhere. But actually, that's a really good question because that part was not in the article. Because I read that article thoroughly. That's weird.
Because it may be like the real mammoth, or not a tooth, a tusk.
Yeah.
But it may be like basically like a copy of it, like an imprint of it, like other like.
Yeah.
Like rocks and minerals and calcified get like in the same like shape of it and then harden up and essentially become a fossil, but it's not actually the real bone.
Yeah. Okay.
But is that the real bone you said?
That is the real one. Yeah. It's been tested. That's how they were able to determine the timeline over 1 million years ago. And like I said, it's now been named the oldest because previously, before, the oldest DNA sample that they had obtained was from a horse that roamed 560,000 to somewhere between 780,000 years ago. So that's kind of like 500,000 more years that this mammoth was walking around, Damn,
that's insane.
Yeah. That picture was just really cool.
Yeah, no, that's freaking, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
How many phases this world has gone through. You wonder if, like, we're just a phase.
Exactly, because, like, we here now in 2021 are finding shit like that.
Yeah, I was even listening to Elon Musk on Joe Rogan's podcast, because I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast very little, only when he has a few guests on, because Spotify, honestly, jobber app.
Yeah.
It's good app for music, but it's jobber app for podcasts.
Yeah.
But whatever you listen on, I'm sure it's good.
Yeah.
I don't want to trash whatever app you listen on. There's people on Spotify, they're like, fuck these guys. But what was my point?
That what were we talking about?
Oh yeah, so Elon Musk on Joe Rogan's podcast, he even said that what if like if there's other lives out there on other planets, but basically like, you know, other humans of us that are attempting space travel and attempting to go out there and explore the galaxy, but the actual civilization gets destroyed before they even get that far.
Oh, wow.
Like if every civilization happened like that. Like that's why we haven't came in contact with alien life, because there are people out there on other planets, but the civilization just gets destroyed before they even get a chance to reach us, and vice versa.
Wow.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
That literally blew my mind too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Makes me think so differently.
Yeah, because it said we're on to Mars, but who knows? You know.
Yeah.
We say
like
100
why
years.
are we only focused on Mars?
That's what I mean. Earth is gonna be gone.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oof. I don't want to think about that.
Let's go and switch it over to one of my favorite things of the show today. So if you want to know how excited I am for this Mortal Kombat movie, those of you that know how big of a wrestling fan I am, I was a Mortal Kombat fan before I was a wrestling fan. If you ask me, the first 3 games that came to mind from my childhood would be Mortal Kombat, Sonic, and of course when I started getting into wrestling, WrestleMania 2000 on Nintendo 64. Great game. It was before WWF No Mercy, which if you're a wrestling fan and a gamer, you know just how awesome that game is. But anyway, so by the time I have 2 other brothers, of course. So by the time I was old enough to play video games, they actually had Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, and Mortal Kombat 3. So I basically played all the Mortal Kombat games. Of course, there's already been 2 Mortal Kombat movies. Then there was a fan-made like movie trailer that was really popular on YouTube. And then there was even a fan-made series on YouTube. Seen them all. I adore the movies, even though like the movies were badass back in the day. Yeah. But it's just the graphics. The graphics couldn't hold up with all the shit that Mortal Kombat was and is. So bottom line, I'm just really excited about this movie. So I've seen the trailer, of course, but I haven't seen the Red Band trailer. So we're going to watch that right now. But before you start, I mean, how do you feel? What do you think?
Well, Mortal Kombat, I actually wasn't too familiar with until I met you, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
So basically, whenever you had told me like about that you had liked it and stuff, I think I remember, this is funny that you just asked me this, because I remember there was a time when one of the movies had came on like cable, and like I was going to try and watch it, but I just like, I didn't understand it. And then you had told me that like the one that I was watching like wasn't one of the best ones. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So I'm actually kind of excited because, you know, I know you said you've seen it once, but I know you're for sure going to want to see this one. So I'm excited so we can actually watch it together. Yeah,
me and my brothers have literally been like
waiting for
my older brother, JR, is like literally all like for the past few months, like would text randomly and just be like, you heard anything about the Mortal Kombat trailer? Is it going to come out? Is it going to come out? And then even during the Super Bowl, we were texting each other like, is it going to come out during the Super Bowl? Is it now? Like, we've been waiting for this, and let's go and check it out.
Nice.
First learned about this 7 years ago. On a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive. When we got there, it tore through our unit in seconds. The target had superhuman abilities. It had the same marking you do, Cole.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great tournament of champions. That dragon marking? I think it's an invitation to fight for something known.
Right here. Scorpion, baby.
Holy shit.
But that's secondly pre-Scorpion.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
Name's Jax.
Kung Lao.
Lord Raiden.
The fate of Earth is in our hands.
No matter how many of my people you put in the ground.
Was that Melina? Oh, Shao Kahn.
Kill them.
Shang Tsung, of course. That's Smoke, I think. Oh, wow. Liu Kang. Fatality. Freaking Goro. Oh my god, this is... I
am Sub-Zero.
Did he stab him with his own blood?
Yeah.
That was fucking
he froze
awesome.
his blood and stabbed him.
Yeah.
Kano wins. You fucking beauty.
Oh my god. So what? That's
Man,
gonna
I
be
just
on HBO
fucking
Max.
jizzed in my pants, people.
God.
So it's
Just
gonna be.
loves it.
So yeah, it's obviously on HBO.
No, I jizzed in my. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not-
jizzed.
no, I was gonna say I jizzed in my pants when we watched the Cruella trailer, but then I'm like, this is like a good jizz because because I used to love the 102 Dalmatians and the Dalmatians and shit movies when I was little. So this like made me feel like because I'm
Oh
like
my
so
gosh.
excited. It's gonna be so good.
So how I feel about Mortal Kombat right now, like I'm literally like fanboying right now.
yes,
You feel about
that's how I feel about the Cruella.
And how do you think Emma Stone's gonna do?
Really good.
You think so?
She looks badass already.
Yeah,
You gotta
nice.
fix your headphones because you kind of knocked them around when
Oh.
you laughed.
Yeah, no, but that's crazy.
I'm curious.
I
And then
just-
what? We also watched the Loki trailer.
one, but of course, I mean, of all, I just can't wait for this Mortal Kombat.
I know.
Gosh,
Can't
it's
wait.
gonna be like I said.
For
The
sure.
movies were okay. The earlier movies, I think part 2 was a little bit better
Yeah.
in my opinion. Because I mean that's what it is. You gotta have all the characters in it. That's really what
Yeah.
makes a good Mortal Kombat movie and doesn't is like the lack of characters. And
Yeah.
of course the fatalities. You know, they even makes the games as the
Yeah.
fatalities, and this looks like it's gonna have a lot of fatalities, which is like the gory killings and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So.
Oof.
Yeah,
and I
and
like
then-
the gore.
And two things to point out. Number one, Cole looks like to be the main character, so it doesn't look
Yeah.
like it's gonna actually be like because most Mortal Kombat movies and like things revolve around Liu Kang as the main character.
Yeah.
But there's always debate in like who's the main character. Some people would claim it's Johnny Cage. Some people, in my opinion, it's Raiden.
Yeah.
But then like in a lot of other opinions, it's like Sub-Zero and like Scorpion is technically like the. It's not really the main characters, but like the main like story of Mortal Kombat because if anything, they're the two most known characters in Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat. Like I said, aside from Raiden, maybe more people would know Liu Kang. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. See, it's just hard to pinpoint like
Yeah.
who it's about.
Yeah.
So that's why they kind of made up this new character, Cole, who has a birthmark of the Mortal Kombat dragon. So he's either
Would you ever
has
get that tattoo?
that would be badass. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. But I feel like I might be bandwagoning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
But
the
you're
Mortal
a true
Kombat.
fan.
Yeah, but no, there's a different Mortal Kombat tattoo that I actually have been wanting to get since I was a kid on the back,
Oh,
and
wow.
it's actually the Mortal Kombat dragon, the original, because that logo is made for the movie. So I
Oh,
wouldn't get
okay,
the
I
movie
see.
logo. I would actually get the original Mortal Kombat game logo,
Oh.
but it's basically frozen because it represents Sub-Zero. So it's either
Oh,
because
okay.
my two favorite characters are Sub-Zero, but Raiden. I think Raiden might be more than Sub-Zero. I don't know because Sub-Zero is like my brother's character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Aw.
So I would say Raiden. So basically, it was gonna be both. It was gonna be the icy dragon with like lightning on the outside.
Yeah.
But now that I'm thinking about it, I might just do like all lightning around it. But anyway, that's the tattoo I would
Yeah.
get. So, yeah. So it's gonna revolve around this character Cole, who's gonna enter this tournament, and that's how you're gonna see all the different characters basically.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
Jax. There looked like the thing with Jax, like how Sub-Zero broke out his arm. So that's kind of the debate. The main thing I'm hearing the debate, people are complaining about the fanboys because originally it was Ermac. If you're familiar with Mortal Kombat, you know who Ermac is. They actually took out Jax's arms. They made him, and then I think Scorpion did it in one other version of Mortal Kombat. So people are starting to fanboy and like hating on that Sub-Zero did it, but
Yeah.
because Sub-Zero was technically supposed to be a good guy, so
Oh, okay. I see.
that's another thing. It looks like Sub-Zero's like a vigilante type character that they're going after. So, but yeah, I feel really weird that I've been talking about this whole time. And you're
Why?
not saying anything.
Because I'm not familiar with it yet.
Oh,
But I'm
yeah.
excited for the
I
movie.
feel like a fucking nerd.
No.
Oh, just jokes, people.
Just the yolk.
All right, well, let's get into some actually, or
Some actually. Let's get into
hold on.
some actually.
let's get into the actual point of the show. What do we got, Caylin?
So I know we've been doing some Q&A episodes the past couple of times. So we got we're gonna hit you with some more Q&As, but we're gonna be doing some hypothetical questions. So hypothetical, not really real. What if? Yeah. What would? Stuff like that.
All right, let's get into it. Then you want to start? Or you want me to start?
You start.
All right. What do you think dogs think her names are?
Ooh, that's a good question. Cause
Like
You don't call me
Logan knows
Caylin.
his name.
Yeah.
He knows, like we call him Logan. He comes down
Yeah.
or he looks at us or whatever. It comes to us.
Yeah. Marvel is Marvel, but she responds to Kiki.
Yeah, our cats just respond to Kiki.
Kiki.
I hope we don't alert them.
Oh, I know. They're sleeping.
So I don't know. What do you think
I don't
Logan
know,
think
because you
my
don't
name is?
You don't call me by my name. You know, we don't call each other by our names. We
Oh, he
each other
probably
babe.
he probably sees us respond to each other by babe. He probably thinks our names are babe. Oh
Babe
my
1
gosh.
and 2.
He probably just how he probably thinks both of the cats' names are Kiki. So he's like, oh, they're both babe. They're both Kiki, and he probably thinks he's special. He's like, I'm the only Logan.
I'm the only Logan.
Right? So wow, that's crazy. So
Wow.
if you basically live in a home with just like, you know, in our situation, where just like you and your girl or you and your guy, and you call each other babe or whatever name you call us, that's the name your dog thinks your name is.
Yeah. So if you call your girlfriend like a bitch slut, that's your name. Have you seen? There's a TikTok.
Logan's like, oh, or not Logan. It wouldn't be Logan, obviously, but it would be another dog. Be like, oh, there's whore over there.
There's whore over there.
There's ass face.
I was gonna bring up a TikTok, but never mind.
Yeah, good.
Okay, I'll do it. So there's just a TikTok real quick briefly that everybody seems to have a problem with, but I don't really care because I know it's a joke. This guy is like literally like videoing his chick come into the room and he's like, "What's for dinner, bitch?" And like people like people do like reaction videos to it and like, did you really say that? But that's not the point of this. I just wanted to bring
That's
that
funny
up.
right there.
Yeah,
That
I
guy
guess
knows
it's pretty
what's up.
funny.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, I'll go next.
Oh, go ahead.
What weird thing would you make socially acceptable?
Like,
Like, I'll go first. I feel like you should be able to like pick your nose if you need to in public. If you got something stuck up in there, booger or something. What?
but in public, I mean, people do
But
do
that's
that though.
what that hypothetical question, babe.
Yeah.
But
Like-
if it was socially acceptable, like everybody was just like, oh, like you can cough in public, you can
Yeah.
sneeze in public, like that's socially acceptable.
Yeah, because you cover up your. You
cover up. So if
That's
you're,
like where you're gonna wipe it. You know, that's
like
always that's the
this, you could
concern.
just
Yeah, but what do you do with it is a concern.
have a napkin around or something.
Yeah.
Wipe it on your boyfriend's shirt.
That's like the people that think it's less worse like than picking your nose is when they like are talking to you and they're like, oh, I'm not picking my nose, so it's not disgusting. So they just shove a fucking napkin up there and start twisting like right in front of you,
Oh,
like they're
yeah,
not
that's,
doing
like,
something
weird
that's
too.
equally disgusting.
Yeah.
Like you're just spinning your boogers around in your
Yeah.
fucking nostrils.
I'm weird because like I naturally have like my nose is just always fucking
Bleeding and
active.
shit.
Yeah, like I get really bad nosebleeds and stuff, so it's like really uncomfortable. So can you imagine how more uncomfortable it is for me when I have to like blow my nose or like, you know, do something like that in public? I hate blowing my nose.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
What? Cosmo.
So would you agree that picking your nose should be Cosmo appearance?
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, yeah, I think so.
So
think
what
so.
weird thing would you make socially acceptable? Can you think of one?
I can't think of one because technically there are already weird things that are socially acceptable, like sneezing. Sneezing's weird. Like you just gave me that idea that like when you sneeze, you know.
You can't help it.
No, okay, but think about it. When you're sneezing, you're literally projecting just what your body's reject. You're projecting what your body's rejecting.
Yeah.
You know, basically in the air and in your sinuses and all your fucking bullshit area right there. You're projecting that at about 90 to 100 miles an hour, just straight out. And then
Yeah.
when you do that, people say "bless you."
Oh, that's actually one of my questions. What would you if when somebody sneezes when you normally say bless you, like what would you change that to if you could?
Oh, there's a twofer. Okay, give me a twofer.
Twofer.
I would change it to "what the fuck?" or "you're fucking gross. Get out of here." Because literally, I mean, I wonder if they changed that because of that, because it's a disgusting thing. But literally, you say the nicest thing after somebody does the most disgusting thing. You say "God bless you."
Yeah,
you know, but of
have
course,
to be nice though, because isn't it like known that like when you sneeze you like stop breathing?
I don't think so.
where
I'm
did
curious.
I hear that?
Really?
What?
Or your heart stops or something. I've heard that
or
before.
your heart stops or something like that. Yeah.
Huh. But yeah, that's the thing. Is sneezing. They used to think in like ancient times. They used to think it was a sign from the gods when you sneeze. I think that's how I got the name God bless you. Like especially if like you're in like service or something, or especially like someone's about to get beheaded or something, and somebody sneezes, they're like, oh my God, sign from the gods. Maybe we should let them go. Just little things like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, little things like that have determined the fate of a lot of people that may have changed the face or the fate of the earth and the face of the earth. But hey, who am I? What else you got, Kay? Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yeah, I gave you a twofer.
A twofer. I'll give you a twofer. If your sheets had to be made of deli meats, what meat would you want them to be made of?
Your sheets?
Yeah, if your sheets are made up of any deli meat, what
Could I eat
meat?
my sheets?
You can eat your sheets.
Turkey. Oven roasted turkey or pepperoni.
Nice. The pep is bacon. Bacon's a deli meat, right?
Bacon.
Technically.
But you can't
Or
get
is
bacon
that's
at the
like
deli.
meat market?
That's like
Yeah.
meat market type shit, yeah.
Oh.
Pastrami. Would you like some pastrami?
No, thanks.
Corned beef. Sorry.
The Boris or what is it? The
Pot
where it's-
roast.
No, where it's like half jelly and half ham.
Jelly ham?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
You did. I like. Ugh. I don't know. It's just disgusting. Okay. If you can choose one element to control, what element would you choose?
What?
Like basically Avatar type shit. Would you be a
Yeah.
firebender, waterbender, airbender, earthbender?
Let's see. Maybe fire. That would come in
I would
helpful
say
when we
fire
do the
too.
bonfires in the country.
Right.
So I'm just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say fire too.
yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah, but then the only thing about water is if you control water, you can also control ice.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So I can make like big ice into little cubed the nugget ice
You
like I
just
like.
instantly make just like literally you can like you would be able to pour water or you would be able to control it, not create it. So yeah,
That's
you'd
what
be
I
able
mean.
to grab water from the sink, turn it into ice, and
That would
yeah,
be
eat it.
cool. Nugget ice all the way. Sonic ice.
wow, interesting. All right, what you got?
Okay, so if you were given $50,000 to dance in front of a room of people for 2 minutes with no music, would you do it? And what type of dance would you be doing?
Yeah,
Say
I
it.
mean, yeah, I'd do it. Why not? I don't care.
What type of dance would you do?
I'll just make it up as I go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this.
That was the best answer.
Yeah.
I would do a little bit of.
Yeah.
I would just do this for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The deep
yeah.
dab.
A little bit of or
Dab.
I was doing it the wrong way.
The
Yeah,
dice
the deep
roll.
dab. The deep dab.
dice
That's when you
roll.
gotta stretch all the way down your knees. That's the deep dab. Yeah, the dice roll.
You just go deep.
In a bitch swing.
The dice roll.
Yeah, or the swing. Wings World.
I would do the Soldier Boy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. See, I don't know that dance. My brother does though.
I know
He
it.
used to dance in high school. You know the whole dance?
Yeah.
You don't know the whole dance.
Yeah, I do.
No, you
Okay. Dance contest later.
don't. Okay. If you could
Okay.
choose any mode of transportation, no matter how ridiculous, what method of transportation would you want to use to get around town?
No matter how ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ooh. If I
Basically, your
learned
fantasy transportation.
if I learned how to ride a unicycle, I would ride it everywhere. Then I would have like killer legs.
That's pretty cool.
A
Nice. I
unicycle.
was just gonna say like jetpack or something,
Oh, that's pretty cool too. Jetpack or those things.
or like
from
yeah,
the-
drone. Just like a drone backpack, basically.
What was that? The Jetsons, right?
Oh
The
yeah.
Jetsons, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be cool.
Okay. So everybody assumes in medieval times that they would be royalty, but if you were a peasant born in medieval times, what kind of peasant would you be?
Ooh, okay. I would probably be, well, technically, if you want to talk about my DNA, my Native American culture goes back to the Anasazi, which they were like pottery and like artists, like they created pottery and they created like,
Oh,
fancy
that's
art
interesting.
stuff. So probably something like that.
Yeah.
But they were also farmers too, so I might have been a farmer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say along me, I think I would be like, I guess you could say farmer, because I think
Yeah.
I would be like more produce,
Yeah,
exchange of
yeah.
goods,
That's cool.
stuff like that.
I'd do that.
Yeah.
Everyone says they'd want to be. See, like everyone thinks they're or like they would be royalty. I think I don't know if a lot of guys think this way either, but like I would think more of like soldiers, because everyone was fucking had to fight back then.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's true.
You're more chance of just having a normal job like a farmer or something, but then
Yeah.
also fighting all the time.
That'd be awesome.
You know what I mean? But I would like, if I had to choose, I'd be like a prophet, or not a prophet. No, that's fucking bad, or that's blasphemy. If I had to choose, I'd be what's it called? Philosopher.
Philosopher.
Yeah,
Nice.
that'd be
Nice,
cool.
nice.
That'd be cool. Eating grapes and shit.
If you could control one aspect of your
I
body,
thought it was my turn.
you did a twofer.
No, I did a twofer because you did a twofer, so we're even on the twofers.
Okay.
Okay. If aliens took over and humans were put in zoos, what would you want in your zoo enclosure?
Definitely Chick-fil-A and maybe a just a little mini mall. And
okay, this is like a little room or
I
something.
know. maybe one like a mini Chick-fil-A, just so I can get some good ass food while I'm in there, because they probably not gonna feed me, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't know, maybe like a nice recliner. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, so
And a case of these Bud Light seltzers. I'm just kidding.
let me add on to this question. So if aliens literally came and said like, hey, we're gonna control humans, but don't worry, we're gonna take care of y'all like animals, but in the way y'all want to be. So your enclosure will essentially be your home. You'll have TV, you'll have a couch and stuff.
Oh yeah, I need
And
TV.
every day we'll knock on the door, you open the door, or not even knock. Every day we'll slide you Chick-fil-A, like everything from Chick-fil-A that you want through the door.
Put me in it tomorrow. Just do it.
Right?
Just do it before Monday when we gotta go back to work. Okay.
Right. I'd be like, all right, cool, and then just
Aliens
the only,
anytime now.
the only trade-off is during certain times of the day you have to have your blinds up, so all the other aliens can like walk by and be like, oh, look at them. We're just watching
Take
TV.
pictures.
Yeah, we're just banging, and they're just like, oh, look. Like one time my mom, R.I.P. My mom took me to a field trip in first grade, and we went to the zoo, and I saw a baboon for the first time, and I was like, oh wow, that's a baboon. Like I was looking at the back of it, and all the kids are like, oh, look at the baboon. The baboon literally turns around on his branch like in front of all of us and starts just jerking it.
No, he doesn't.
Literally in front of all these fucking first graders, just jerking. Everyone's like, ew, and even my mom like, put her.
I was gonna say, what's your mom? She's
But she was laughing, and literally like that was like a kind of like an inside joke between us for like the longest time.
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Just fucking jerking it, like how terrible.
I know, right?
Just not even.
Like a pedo baboon.
I know.
With Chomo.
The fucking first graders.
Hey there, Chomo.
Oh man.
You got one for me?
Yeah. So, if you won the lottery, what would not change?
Like my lifestyle, really.
That's what I was gonna say. Just the way you live, right?
Yeah.
Because us personally, we're not, we don't need a bunch of fancy things and stuff. You
No,
know?
as long as we have had a cool house or cool home.
house, couple cool new cars, some good food in the fridge.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's all we need.
exactly.
Like I would invest more in like taking care of animals and stuff.
Oh yeah, I would get more animals.
Actually, that's what I'd do. If I won the lottery, I'd open up my mom's foundation.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is gonna be like one of my goals in life. So
Yeah.
that'll be an easy way to jumpstart that.
I really want to open a yogurt shop.
Yogurt shop, yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. I would just invest in like businesses and
Yeah.
charity.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Cool.
Once
Love it.
that's all you need with it.
You next.
What cartoon world do you wish you could live in for a week?
Ooh. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You just like getting spooked and stuff, you
Yeah.
know.
I would say probably
vacation.
Dragon Ball. Get my ass beat
Oh yeah, see
by
that's
some
cool
Saiyans
too.
until Goku can
And
come
then-
save me.
And then their house on there in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, and Courage? Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, that's cool. That'd be awesome.
I know, love it.
Nice.
So, if you could accomplish any simple task while you were sleeping and get a good night's sleep at the same time, what would you want to do?
Huh?
If you could accomplish a simple task, example, cleaning the floor or editing the podcast, something like that. If you could do a simple task while you were sleeping and also get a good night's sleep, what would you want to do in your sleep?
Oh, definitely edit the podcast. I fucking stay up till like 6, 7 a.m. I think the other episode I
Yeah.
stayed up till like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
editing the podcast, and then I go to sleep, barely get any sleep, and then I wake up and I look and it's got 0 views. Hate that shit.
Come on, guys. We need your help, obviously.
Like I said, there's just too many podcasts out
Yeah.
there
Hmm.
soaking up all our shit.
Yeah. One day, more people will listen to this.
Yeah, because we're just essentially going to wait all the fakes.
Yeah.
We're not, yeah, we started during the pandemic, but, just like a lot of other podcasts did. But the reason why we started in the pandemic is because we're like, literally, now's our chance. If we don't because we've been talking about this 4 fucking years. And if you want my track record, people, you can check the interwebs. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, because I've been making videos for YouTube. I mean, since I was a freshman in high school. Yeah. You know, you can go back and watch my old wrestling jobber videos. But actually, some of the graphics I put in there, I'm like, damn, how did I do that? Yeah. You know, from there to the workout, you know, and some review videos, and then I was like, okay, this whole fitness lifestyle's not shit, but the whole fitness industry is there's a lot of fucking literally sharks in the fitness industry. And then, you know, here we are. Podcasting came along, and it was like ding ding ding, like literally the whole thing I've been looking for. Yeah. You know, since I was in high school, since I literally had a show called The Consequence Show in high school. But, you know, like I said, we just got to wait out all the fakes, all the people that are just doing this, you know, for the wrong reasons. And then here we are, people. We'll be here. We're here now, and we'll be here.
We just went on this like little side rant.
Yeah, that's what podcast is about, baby.
Yeah.
People, you awake?
But back to my question, my simple task that I would want to accomplish would definitely be to do the fucking laundry.
Oh, nice.
I fucking hate laundry.
Yeah, because you never oh my God, I can never find shit.
Literally, because I will take it out, I will put it in the washer, and then I'll be like, oh, I'm quick to move it to the dryer, right? Because I don't want it to be sitting there all wet. But then as soon as it comes out of the dryer, I'm like, fuck this shit. And then it like sits in a pile on the fucking chair in the corner of the room for a week. Yeah, so there you go.
Yep. I think that'd be cool. If you could move anywhere and still have a livable wage, where would you move?
Colorado.
Nice. I was going to say Japan.
Oh, yeah. My next thing would be Tokyo. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
So, if you could snap your fingers and make a species go extinct, what would it be?
Roaches.
Literally same.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
That's the only one. Like every other species is pretty cool. They're the only ones that are like, why the fuck are you here? Yeah. You know what I mean? You have no point. Maybe they do. Oh, Roach is going to listen to this. It's going to be a little tear.
I know. Tear. Roach tear.
Little roach tear.
That just reminded me, I had a dream about a tarantula.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was weird. I was sitting in a car. I don't remember. I was in the passenger seat. I don't remember who was in the driver's seat or in the back seat, but it came out of the air vent and it fucking jumped on me. And I remember in my dream, I can still like, if I go like, I remember the feeling of it in my hand, and I just went.
Wow, that's cool.
I know. I don't know why that just came in my head. I did not like it, no.
Oh, tarantulas. Hey now. Hey now. What
Hey,
did that tarantula
settle
do
down
wrong?
over there.
I had a dream about tarantula too.
Really?
I was the tarantula. I'm just kidding.
Maybe that was you.
Yeah, it was me. You just fucking flinged me. Oh, gosh.
Nah.
If you could know the truth, this is my last one. Okay. If you could know the truth behind any secret or mystery, what would it be?
That's a good one. I guess right off the top of my head, I would want to know. I don't know if aliens are real. Yeah,
pretty much same. Yeah. But it would be deeper. It'd be like knowing the mysteries of just like outer space itself. Like if there's like other planets, how many other planets? Yeah. What kind of life is on there? Yeah. You know, all that shit. Like, I mean, like I said, not knowing like the planets and stuff, but knowing like what planets have life and where are they and what kind of life it is. Yeah. Yeah.
But honestly, if we're talking like real life mystery, one that actually popped in my head that I will like think about from time to time, and I wonder, is the mystery with Chris Benoit. I would love to know what really happened that time.
It had to have been CTE, but could have been the Russian mafia.
Exactly. So it's like, what?
Either way, I don't want to get a hit put on me. So we'll just leave that at that. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, we'll actually go deeper. We're gonna have at least one conspiracy episode a month where we dig really deep into a conspiracy. So excited for that. Be looking forward to that probably next month. So cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and end the pod
with some end seggies.
Yep. So which one do you want to do first?
Honestly, you told me something that you have one about a butt plug, so I would love to hear about that.
Yeah, so crazy history. So butt plugs were originally sold as a miracle cure for headaches, acne, and insanity.
I have all three. Huh? I have all three.
What'd you say? Right? That's what I mean. Like they would start at like the skinny one, just how you would do now today in today's times, and work your way up.
Wait, you can get a skinny ass one like that?
Well, yeah, that's how it starts.
Why is mine all big?
Gotta get you ready for me, babe. Oh God, I hope your family doesn't listen to this.
Sorry, Grandma.
Oh my God, would you?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
God, that's hilarious.
Doesn't.
That's hilarious. Yeah, they even did such time. They even did a tobacco smoke enemas, where they would. When there was a drowning victim, they would attempt to de-defy them by blowing tobacco smoke up their rectums with a pipe.
And that would help them?
Despite having no medical benefits whatsoever, the practice was popular until, of course, they stopped doing it in the 1800s. But then, of course, they did these in the 1940s where they started making butt plugs and marketing them as a headache remedy.
Oh my God. So what, they would just stick it up there and it's like cure?
So
cure?
Dr. Young's ideal rectal dilators, basically Dr. Young was a... So, hold on. So, Dr. Young's ideal rectal dilators, created in the 1890s, were not marketed as a sexual object, but as a serious medical tool. And we're sure they were used as such, the instructions told users who were encouraged to self-prescribe and administer to begin with the small dilator and work their way up. First warm the dilator with warm water, then lubricate the outside dilator with Dr. Young's Parliament or Vaseline.
Yeah.
And while in the squatting position or while laying down with the sides of your knees drawn up, gently insert in the rectum as far as the rim. Those were the instructions. So hold in place for a minute and let the anal muscles close and retain it. Sit and lie down and allow it to retain for half an hour to an hour to get the best results. 10 minutes will accomplish much. So basically, they said within 10 minutes you had this thing up your ass, your headache will go away. And if it didn't go away, then you had to insert a larger size.
Oh my God.
Yep. And then
I don't even want to know if this is real.
Look at these. These look like straight up fucking dildos.
Oh
they
my
literally,
God.
You can imagine having that. Imagine being like, yeah, my head hurts. Okay, bend over. I'm
Here,
put this.
take this.
This thing is like the size of this
Take
mic.
2 of these. Take 2 of these twice a day.
Oh, but then that's not all. So, let's see. Where does it say right here? Okay. So not only was this used for headaches, it said it could relieve foul breath. Having a butt plug the size of this mic and you could relieve bad breath. Did you know that? Dr. Young apparently did. This guy was a fucking freak. He's just going around sticking plugs.
Shit in people's asses.
He just ran around and just stick. He's like, hey, what's wrong? This guy's like, I have my breath stinks. He's like, all right, Ben, everyone put this up your ass. This guy's like, I have a headache. Oh, let me put this. Like for every like this doctor, if you went for him for anything, his solution was just
so terrible, so terrible.
That's you could get away with shit like this back then. This is like we just barely are learning to be civilized, and we haven't even mastered like not even 50% of it yet. Like
literally.
Oh my God. So yeah, it was for it also could be for acne, mental health, insomnia, diarrhea. Yeah, I mean I guess that's the only liable thing that it's like, oh, you have diarrhea, just plug it.
Yeah, it's like a plunger.
Oh God, nervousness, irritability.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's enough of that.
Yeah. Technically, that could be our Planet Cringe as well. So let's go to move on to that. So what do you got for me on over there on Planet Cringe?
This one just made me cringe when I.
Who the fuck is this?
Pika! Pikachu! Pika! Pikachu! Pika Pika! Pikachu! Pika Pikachu! Pikachu!
That guy knows how to party. That guy knows how to party. Jesus, I wonder how many drugs he's on.
Oh my God.
This guy, did you date that guy?
What? No.
Did you date that guy?
No.
That guy came to you and said, I want to take you out. What do you say? I say, go for it, brother.
Pika. Pikachu.
He wants to pika your chew. You let him?
No. No way.
No way, man. All right, that's nice. Let's go and get off that planet.
Right.
I'm just kidding. Oh gosh, you want to just end it there?
That's what it's for. It's for a brief visit. You get there, you cringe, you leave.
Yeah. Nice. Just a pit stop. Yeah, Planet Cringe is where you go to refuel the spaceship. You know, you just stay there, you get a drink, see some crazy shit, and Jet out.
It's like it's like your local convenience store at like 2 a.m.
Yeah. Nice. That's what it is. Oh gosh, what else you got, Kay? Got anything else for today's ep? I was gonna do a review this remarkable, but it has been a little long of an episode, so I'll do that next week. Yeah. So cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, make sure to like and subscribe. That's really what's gonna help us, honestly. We that's the thing, we don't say that enough on our episodes, like and subscribe, because I don't want to be that annoying person who's like, oh, like and subscribe, oh, button,
like that button. Like that button.
Yeah, we don't want to be that person, but I think you kind of have to, because we haven't been saying it, so people aren't liking and subscribing.
Yeah, please, guys, please, just help us out.
Oh gosh, most people haven't even probably made it to this point. When I look at the average watch times, I think people averagely watch like 4 minutes and they tune out. Yeah, pretty depressing, but we'll get there. We'll figure it out. Figure it out. Whereas people, if you're here, let us know. Yeah. Especially if you've been one of those that's been here from the start, let us know, dude. We'll engage with you. Yeah. As soon as we drop merch, we'll freaking give you friends. I was gonna say, as soon as we start having merch and stickers and shit, we'll fucking, to our day oneers, we'll give it to them for free.
Honestly, yeah.
Shit.
Definitely.
Cheers. All right, people. Well, got anything else, babe?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being a part of our universe. Peace and love, and you will hear from us soon.
Bye, guys.
Fuck that shit. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. I have to do that so I don't get angry this episode.
Oh my God.
I'm just
please
kidding.
Stop.
Hello, everyone. Jesus.
Hello, everyone.
What the fuck was that? All right.
Clap again.
No, it's good. We're nice and synced.
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our universe.
The CayVin Universe.